God, something's going wrong there. There we go. I'm just gonna add that Barrett into the stream. Barrett,
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad, man. I'm just getting used to this thing. there was a bit of a problem there to start with. So, but we're all good. We're all good now.
It's all new to me as well. I had to do it on like different browser because Safari doesn't support it. And I'm trying to remember my Facebook password to get into the stream. It's like,
oh right, right, pain in the butt. We're going to build a charity build again this week. I've been doing it for the last few weeks. I've only had success with one so far. You play DraftKings quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah. It's probably the one thing that I've like the biggest thing I've like done in terms of gambling this year is focus on DraftKings. I'm really into it. I love the whole like concept of it, and it's good fun.
It is good fun. My shares are looking good in it as well at the minute. I bought some shares in the summer. So
nice. Nice. Is that before the whole like NFL thing got announced and everything?
Yeah, so I bought some shares. I think they were £41 per share. I only bought 10, but they've gone up to £56 now. So I'm just waiting for these gambling laws to change in the US, and I'm hoping they sort of skyrocket from there.
Flipping it, yeah. That's a good shout. That
yeah, so that's why I did it. I was talking to Adam from Touchdown Tips about it, and I think he was going to get involved, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, it's still time. I think it's any time now that they're going to change all these laws. I think from reading stuff.
Yeah,
it's. I think they've realised the commercial value in it all.
Definitely. I mean, as I say, you played DraftKings quite a lot. The first week I had done this, I scored 200. It was week 17, so I scored 208 points with the team that I built. I mean, that's a pretty decent score for NFL DraftKings.
Definitely, I think anything over 200, you're always looking pretty sweet for a good payout.
Yeah, well, I only won $10. That's what I'm saying. That 208, it was quite a high stakes competition as well. But so that 208 normally wins you something pretty decent.
Yeah, it must have been a high scoring week.
It was, yeah. I think the highest score in the week was like 248, which is mad.
Mental.
That's mad DraftKings.
I've had like I can't remember what my highest score has been, but I've had weeks where I think I've got like 170 and I've won like a couple of hundred. But then I've had weeks where I've got like probably 195 and not won more than $5 or something because it's just that one player that you just miss out on or someone else has got, and it's just a bit of a killer. And I think we all had a few of them these past few weeks. When Ronald Jones in the late one didn't play?
Yeah,
just threw loads of people off. Especially in the US, you're all right because you know it's like 8 p.m. But for us, it's like 1:30, and I think most of us are sleeping. And you're thinking, if I woke up in the morning and see that he wasn't active, and you're like, that's just pretty much ruined that week because you've got zero players.
I played a lot of Showdown Captain that week as well, and I think I had Rojo in every lineup. He absolutely burned me. But that is what it is. It is part of the fun with it.
Yeah, that's it. It's I think that's it. I think like it's nice to normal gambling. It's obviously you're looking for big odds and everything like this. Whereas this, just getting that team right, and I think obviously the stakes are a lot lower and the winnings can be a lot higher. And I think that's what makes it good. It can enter for 10 cents on some of them and still get decent payouts or an entry into the Millie Maker. So I think that's the massive appeal for me anyway on DraftKings. Especially now in a few leagues with people, it's always a bit of good fun playing against other people. It's quite nice.
This is also really bad podcasting for me. I didn't actually, because of the problems I had with the start of this, I didn't actually introduce it. This is Bharat. This is Bharat Bandari, the better half of NFL Girl UK, shall we say, Bharat?
No,
don't tell her that though, because she'll kill me.
Definitely a better half. I think we're about half. I think Pierre's in there. Probably the least third of it.
Do not tell Liz that because she will kill me. So
I don't know if he's watching, but see what happens.
Right, let's take a look at this. We've got two games, obviously the championship games. I don't know how you like to start your builds. I don't know if you can see this on your screen, but if not, I'm sure you can get your app up. But I don't know how you like to start your builds, really. I personally like to start at running back and then sort of build away from there. I don't know if you have a different strategy to me with that, or
Yeah, so I'll go QB. So I play a bit different. I go QB, one running back, one wide receiver, my utility player, more flex player basically, and then sort of work it around that a little bit. So I'm a bit of a weird player when it comes to DraftKings. When I first did it, I spent loads of time, and when I did that, I just end up overthinking stuff, plays coming in and out. So now I sort of play the 10 minutes before kickoff, rush it, and it sort of gets that thing. But yeah, no, but I'm happy to go with how you went. It's a bit weird this week because there's only 2 games to sort of to work with on a Sunday, which is strange. It's like having a showdown, but not a showdown.
Yeah, it is weird. I've found myself in the lineups I have built so far. I've found myself paying down at running back. I've been using guys. I like, for instance, I really like CEH this week, just because I don't know how healthy Mahomes is coming into that game, and you can run all over Buffalo. So at his price, I actually quite like him in that game. And
which is strange because you hate him normally.
Yeah, I do. If season long, I would be staying clear, but for DraftKings purposes, for this state, I actually quite like him. But we'll do it your way. We'll start at QB.
No, you sure?
Yeah, we'll do it your way. I'm quite intrigued. I like doing different things, so we'll do it your way. We'll start at QB. Obviously, we just got the 4 QB, so we've got Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers, and Brady. I mean, every lineup I've built so far, I've chucked Josh Allen in.
I'm the same. I've gone Josh Allen in all mine as well.
And mainly for me is because I'm not overly scared of the matchup. The problem is with Josh Allen, I did see some stat in the week where when he is pressured, he's basically just not particularly good. And the one time that he was pressured this year was against the Chiefs, and I think he would put up like 160 yards and 1 touchdown. Just wasn't a typical Josh Allen performance. So I think there is a bit of, you have to be wary with it, but at the same time, it's a nice matchup, and Buffalo is a pass-heavy offense. So I'm happy to chuck in Josh Allen if you want to start with Josh Allen.
Yeah. I'm the same. Like I can't put Mahomes in just because of, like you say, the concussion stuff, and you don't know what he's going to be playing like. Then I think with even like Rodgers and Brady, it's just such a hard one to call on that game. The safe bet and the probably realistic one is Josh Allen, because I don't know. I think Buffalo are getting that. They've got the momentum. They've got the. I don't know. Who are going all out for it as well? So I think no matter what, and against the Chiefs, you're going to have to put up points. So it's going to go one way. He's going to throw 3 interceptions and mess about, or get like 320 yards and probably a rushing touchdown and a couple of passing ones. So yeah, I like Josh Allen. I'm just waffling on there, but that's my reason behind it.
No, I agree. I'd say there is a bit of, you have to be wary, because the one sort of bad game he has had this year was against the Chiefs when they pressured him a lot. But I see a high scoring game in this, and Buffalo are just such a pass heavy offense. It's they can't run the ball.
They've got what, Singletary, because Moss is out in here. So
and I would be. I said I was paying down at running back. Devin Singletary I'm not interested in that. I'm not going near that. But you might be different.
No, I'm the same. Like I feel like if any rushing yard's going to come, it's coming from Josh Allen, and that's pretty much about it. Singletary probably get a few bits, but I don't think he'll do much in that game. And they'll be going Beasley, Diggs, Davis. They'll just go for the usual sort of like that's it. Especially when they're playing the Chiefs. I think in the playoff game, like I say, you can't risk getting field goals and stuff. You've got to go for the touchdowns, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, in theory, it should be a high scoring game. So
let's do your next tactic then. We'll go with the running back. So we'll choose one running back. You start. Who do you like on this slate? I told you I like CEH, but that's about it for me.
Yeah, I think CEH, but I was also looking at. I was actually going for Jones as well on this.
Okay.
But I don't know. That's one of them. But I've actually gone Jones and CEH, to be fair. So That's
Yeah,
my
I,
team.
I like Ronald Jones as well. I think the problem is with Tampa is Bruce Arians. If Jones fumbles the ball,
Yeah.
then you won't see him for the rest of the game. I think both Jones and Fournette are very risky plays, but I also think one of them could go off.
Yeah, and I think that's one I look. I'm sure Jones and stuff for Green Bay is quite high. Obviously, they're playing quite a good defense when it comes to running backs and stuff. So yeah, I think for the price point, they were two good prices. That's why I looked at them.
So we're gonna stick Ronald Jones in first, yeah.
Yeah. If you're happy,
I'm happy to do it. I've got Ronald Jones in lineup, so I'm happy to do that as well. I've actually got another sneaky player at running back that I like, which we may get onto a bit later. Let's move to wide receiver because you said you go one QB, obviously one QB is not super. You go QB, one RB, one wide receiver. So let's take a look. I mean, the top guy there stands out like a sore thumb for me, and I've probably got him in every lineup this week.
It's impossible not to. I think I did play him last week. I thought I don't know what it's going to be like, and then he just does it week in and week out pretty much. I think he's had one or two off weeks, but
I mean, I had Jamal Williams last week. This is just totally separate. I had Jamal Williams last week to get 2 touchdowns, and he got down to the 1 yard line twice. And then I thought, oh, they'll keep him in, and I think they kept him in for one of the goal line tries there. But it was when Rodgers basically just done that little throw to the outside to Devontae Adams, who vultured the touchdown. I was like, great. Devontae Adams for me. This is, well, there's nothing to be scared with this matchup. You can throw at will against Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Especially this secondary. And Devontae Adams is just scoring touchdowns for fun.
It's the no-brainer, isn't it? It's hard. I think this week's hard because he's scared because there's going to be a lot of people probably picking very similar plays when there's not much to choose from.
Yeah,
but then,
I think this week will be one on the running backs. Personally, because I think a lot of people will be on CEH now, because especially Le'Veon Bell got ruled out as well. So that's I think a lot of people are going to be on CEH. I say my other sneaky player at running back is Jamal Williams because AJ Dillon's out of this game as well. So, like I said, Jamal Williams got down to the 1 yard line twice last week, and they do like mixing him up with Aaron Jones. And Jamal Williams is the better blocker of the two.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
I think you'll see a bit more of Jamal Williams in this game.
I think as well, and I think it all comes down to you're not going to get that extra value out of Jones. I think Jamal Williams is the better player out of the two, and yeah, I think last week was like you say, it's a bit of a strange one going from Devontae Adams and the 1 yard that run, and then Rodgers going in for himself for one of them.
Yeah,
it
is a bit weird, but yeah, on another week that can be completely different. It could be 2 touchdowns for Jamal Williams there. So
exactly.
So where do you like to go from here again? Did you say to the flex?
I'll go flex then because then I then I can know what budget I'm sort of working with.
Okay. And who do you like in the flex option?
So this is a bit of a weird one. I don't know. I love my tight ends, so I've actually got Travis Kelce here.
Yeah.
So leave another tight end separate. So I've actually on Travis Kelce because I think again he's another player. He's just going to get you a load of points. He's Mahomes.
I'm all for playing. I think I did it last week. Last week was the same. I think last week the guy that won the Millie Maker went tight end in the position and then flexed to tight end as well. So it's certainly a tactic that can work.
Yeah, I just think, Kelce don't make a difference. He's the quarterback if it's him or Henny.
No,
you always go to him because he's just there. Yeah, he's their best player when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, he's got Tyreek Hill, but now I think Kelce is going to get you a good probably 70, 80 yards, if not more, plus and probably a touchdown or two.
Yep, no, I agree. I'm playing Travis Kelce this week. I'm not getting. There's 2 players that are in my lineups, and it's Devontae Adams and Travis Kelce. I'm not getting burned. I don't care if it's chalk. You've got 2 games to choose from. So, both them 2 are going in my lineup with these. Where would you go from here then?
The defense basically, then
right.
Sort of work it from there. And this is a weird one. It's just probably the hardest week to choose from.
I have got a defense I really like, and it's based on, well, they're a good defense anyway, but it's the Buffalo Bills, just because I'm wary of Patrick Mahomes' injury.
And I've done the same as well. I've gone for this.
There we go. This is very easy. Yeah. I'm just wary. I like the price. It's a good defense as well. I just, there's reasons to be concerned with Mahomes this week.
Yeah.
And you don't hate it if Chad Henne comes in either.
No. I think Bills have shown that they've always had a good defense most of the time, but like they can just have that game where get it right, and the players are in that right frame of mind. Chiefs, I don't know what they are. It could just be
Chiefs were 3,100.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are a good player. The Chiefs get after the QB well, so there's reason to like the Chiefs as well. But if I'm paying down, like I say, you can throw all over Tampa Bay secondary, so I don't really have any interest in that at that price.
No, not the Packers Bucks game. It's just I wouldn't touch it just because it could end up being 30 plus each team.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Bills, Chiefs, it's still got a potential for a high game, but it also could be. I've got more faith in the Bills defense doing more, like just having like the odd maybe pick or stripping the like something like that. Go get the special teams touchdown basically or something. I've got more faith in them getting some points. But yeah, no, I've done the same for the value. I think they're the best.
Agreed. So where do you want to go from here?
So then just basically work it through. Then go from our running back then down to you.
Right. So we go back to running back. I mean, it's Aaron Jones at that price doesn't really interest me. No. This is a hard matchup against Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. I mean, we've already gone for Ronald Jones, so yeah, pick your poison there. But for me, it's CEH here or it's Jamal Williams.
That's me, and I think I've gone for on my other ones. I've gone for a lot of Jamal Williams, but I think from what you said, CH could be a good option. I don't know. It's a bit of a hard one. It depends what we've got to play with, to be fair, on our wide receivers and tight end. But
I mean, personally, I want to pay out for one more wide receiver. Again, all of my lineups, I'm paying up for Stephon Diggs. I don't care the matchup.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. It's
well, let's stick Diggs in then. We'll stick Diggs in. People will be scared of this here. I put a tweet out yesterday. People will be scared of this number here against opposing defense for Diggs. But the Chiefs, over the last 6 weeks, the Chiefs have not been the same against wide receivers, and you can really go at them in the slot. And the Bills move Diggs about everywhere, all over the field. They don't just play him out on the perimeter; they put him in the slot as well. So I really like Stephon Diggs in this game.
Yeah, same, exactly the same. You just can't like combo of him and Allen. It just works. So it's worked so well pretty much most of the season. So
great. Should we get the tight end out of the way and then we can see what we've got left for one RB and one wide receiver?
Yeah. Let's go for that.
I think I know where you're going to go. Is it Tonyan?
It is Tonyan. Yeah. But I'm also thinking Dawson Knott's going to have a game as well, which is a bit. But I've been bit by it so much. It's like it's one of them. Don't want to lose. I just think Tonyan's he's like pretty solid in getting you 40 to 50 yards and probably might get you a touchdown, but he'll just get you those 40 to 50 yards pretty much every game.
I think the problem is with Knox is he has to fall into the end zone.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then he's going to burn you.
Yeah.
Which is why I also like why we put Kelsey in this flex spot, because there's something we can swap out later if we wanted to. We could. I don't know how much Tyreek Hill is, for instance. I think he's cheaper than Kelsey. So if we found ourselves quite far behind, I wouldn't be against like putting Tyreek Hill in that flex spot over Travis Kelsey just because of the deep bombs and things that Tyreek Hill sees.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
Tight end then. I quite like Gronk as well. Brady just keeps overthrowing him in the end zone. Unfortunately, I think Tonyan's a safe play.
Yeah, I think with like say Gronkowski, I don't know. It's good because Brown's out this week as well, so it could be a good touchdown bet Gronkowski this week with Brown out. But I don't know. I just like with Tonyan. I don't know. It's just been like a bit of a solid player.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to stick Tonyan in. Let's put Tonyan in. I think we know what we're getting there. It's going to be a reliable sort of score, and we just hopefully he gets into the end zone as well. That'd be great to boost it up. But I think we're just going to get a reliable score there, and that will leave us. Well, that's saying the average is we've got $9,100 left for two positions, so 4,550. Should we get this RB out of the way and then we can see what we'll do at wide receiver? So how many Packers we got in? Because I do like to see that as well. I like to see how many players from each team I've got in, especially on limited slate like this.
Yeah, that's it. I worked with a theory for a few weeks of sort of stacking. So QB, RB, and a wide receiver or a tight end from one team.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is too bad when it comes to big slates. But this one, I don't know. It's really hard because when you've got only 4 teams to choose from, it just makes it a little bit. It should be easy in theory, but it's really not. It's harder because it's limited.
I like to say I do like CEH today, but I am a bit wary because there's still this questionable tag on him, and Darrell Williams looked quite good last week. So I think there's reason to be concerned. I'm quite happy to go with Jamal Williams. I'm going to put it out, but
I was going to say I'd rather go for Jamal Williams. Like say with the Chiefs, I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what's Mahomes' mind like at the minute, just with what's happened. CEH questionable, so then it could just be Williams, especially with Andy Reid, and just thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to play. I'll put CEH in a little bit, but I'll probably play Williams a lot. It could just burn you. Whereas with Williams for Green Bay, I feel like we know what we're going to get. He's going to, you're going to probably get like 10 to 15 carries and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So it gives us 4,700 left for our wide receiver.
700 left, for a wide receiver. I mean, there's still some nice wide receivers we can get at that price as well.
I think there's a good bunch. So I've actually been looking at the Packers again.
I like Valdez-Scantling.
See, this is it. I'm between. Last week I got burnt and went MVS, and it was Lazard. Yeah. And I'm like, if I go Lazard this week, I bet it's MVS. It's just.
I'm on the MVS side this week, but it's
Yeah, no, it's. I think MVS as well, just because he gives you that deep threat role. That Lazard sort of, I don't know.
He's that big boom or bust guy, isn't he?
100%.
Does Brake get more targets with Brown out? I think they'll go to Gronk, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they will. I think Brake will probably get you. This is where he gets two touchdowns or something stupid.
Yeah, probably. I think a lot of people will be screaming at us here, going say put Cole Beasley in, but the problem is with Cole Beasley is you're just going to get a safe floor kind of guy. You're not. It's kind of what we've got in Robert Tonyan. I would rather play Valdez-Scantling because he's got the potential to get 2 touchdowns and like 115 yards off of like 3 targets or something, Yeah,
that's it. Like, especially like with how Rodgers throws and stuff. It's good. It's like I say, it's between him and Lazard, and I know whichever one I'm going to go with. It's not going to. It's going to be the other one, but I think I was pushing towards Scott MVS again this week.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's such a hard one, but yeah, I'm happy to go with MVS.
So if we just go with MVS, I've just put it out because it's another thing I like to look at. That leaves us $800 left. Would you want to pay up on a defense? And I don't know what that would do for defense. We could afford any defense then.
Yeah, Packers don't really like.
No,
because Tampa have shown that they can score points.
Yep. Listen, I'm all for leaving money on the table. I do it every week.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we could do if we wanted to.
I think in one of my lines, I'm just having a look now. I think I've got something crazy left. I've got like 1,800 left in one of them. Just before, I was like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I like the lineup, so I'm not gonna This is where it's like usually I don't give myself this much time because I just overthink everything, end up messing about, and it just So no, but it's one of them things I've sort of learned over time. Just go with your gut more than thinking.
Well, we'll leave the bills in.
Yeah,
that's fine by me. It leaves us $800. I'm happy leaving it at that. If you are,
I am. I think it looks good on paper.
It does. So it's Josh Allen, Ronald Jones, Jamal Williams, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, MVS, Robert Tonyan, Travis Kelce, and the Buffalo Bills defense. What's that? Four Packers in there. We better hope the Packers show up.
But that's it. They're at home at Green Bay. We got 30 plus last week. I'm pretty confident. Yep. It's weird because we're not playing Aaron Rodgers, which I don't know if we could probably afford him as well, which is crazy.
I think he's cheaper than Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think it's Allen and Mahomes, the two expensive ones this week. I'm surprised they're not 9,000 or something crazy. It seems quite cheap.
Yeah, Josh Allen's very cheap this week. I must admit.
You're not putting much value on the quarterbacks this week, which is strange.
I don't know. I'm quite happy sticking with Josh Allen in that.
Yeah, I think I am. That's it.
That is it. I will put it in. That entry is going through now. There we go. That's done. I've still got a few to set up today. Actually, I've not actually entered many today. I kind of withdrew a lot of my money out of my account at the start of the week, just so I couldn't do a lot this week. I didn't want to go mad.
No, fair play.
I had a couple of towards the end of the season. I had some nice wins, like $200 one week and things like that. So I just wanted to get that out. Liz, if this comes in, what you buying me? This is a charity build.
Liz just seen like the £1 million one at the top and just went, "Oh, if it's £1 million."
Yeah.
$1 million even. Sorry.
Oh crap. Sorry, Liz, but it is a charity. But what charity shall we give the money to? When we do win, we're going to win. I'm very confident.
Yeah, it's a bit of my go-to charity is always Alder Hay. For personal reason, they saved my little cousin's life when he was like 10. But I know your cancer research is quite close to you as well. So
no, you come on this week. We will donate the money to Alder Hay. If we lose, then I'll donate some money as well. I'll donate some money as well.
Yeah, but no, don't mind whichever day. It's a charity. So
we're not going to lose anyway. This is going to win.
I think that's a good one. The only thing that gets me this week is just like it's hard to. If those players, I feel there's going to be a lot of people picking similar players. Yeah, it's going to be quite high up. So I think it's going to come back down to a really random running back or a random wide receiver. I think of anything.
Yeah, I just think it will be the running backs. I just one of them running backs will go off. It's either going to be Fournette or Rojo, or
it's going to be
Jamal Williams or Aaron Jones. It's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what one. I really people. I know Devin Singletary's cheap on that slate, but I wouldn't be targeting that whatsoever.
No, I'm the same. I don't have any reason. I think there's better ones out there.
Yeah.
That we've looked at that are going to get you more.
Agreed. Bharat, thank you for coming on. Where can we find you on Twitter?
Sorry?
Where can we find your work on Twitter? I know you do your NFL bets as well. So.
Oh, I've got a couple. What's that one? So my main one's Bharat Bandari one. And then my other one is the NFL Bets UK.
And he's the better half of NFL Girl UK. All right. Because now she's watching, so I can say it. Now she's going to kill me. So, again,
it's been good. Hopefully, we win some good money for some charity.
We will. We're going to win some money. We're going to do it this week. I'm going to be back for the Super Bowl as well. And next week I'm doing another podathon. This time for 24 hours. So I will be running on coffee.
Jump on for it a little bit.
Yeah, you should. It'd be a laugh. We'll jump on and talk some NFL and Yeah, it'd be a laugh. And literally, well, I will try not to fall asleep. Again, thanks for coming on, Barrett. And cheers,
Enjoy the games. See you in a bit.